I just turned 13 and I want to earn $1 million by the time I'm 16. What's your best idea?
Well, I have a couple ideas that might work. One is you could start an online business. There's not a whole lot of cost involved to that. Just come up with an idea and a product you could sell or a way to reach people. Another thing is you can make investments in high growth areas, something like crypto, but you're looking at incredibly volatile areas there. You could lose your money just as fast as you can make it. You could develop a skill that you could sell. So you have to learn and learn how to do something that a lot of people want you to do. Of course, you're going to have marketing. So you're going to have to market whatever it is we're going to do to gain that wealth. And of course, it's going to be a little tough. You want to leverage social media, but at the same time, you want to be anonymous. This is kind of a strange situation where we're trying to gain wealth, but the goal is not to show off or be, oh, look at me because of what I have, because that's absolutely not the point. We want to show people what the journey looks like. And just as a disclaimer, this is not a financial advice. This video is for entertainment purposes only. So just because we're trying it doesn't mean you should. Another thing, if you solved a problem, if there's a problem out there that needs solving, I don't look at things as problems. We don't have problems. We only have solutions. That's what I tell the guys at the shop. Now you need to learn to network. You're young, but networking is a good thing. Knowing who you're hanging out with is a good thing. It can take you down a good path or a bad path. So there's an old proverb that says, if one can send 1,000 to flight, 2 10,000. And a cord of 3 is not easily broken. So those relationships are good. And I would suggest that you seek a mentor. I mean, get somebody that's been there, done that before, made some of the mistakes so you don't have to make them yourself. Some specific tips that might help you. Focus on learning. You're only 13 years old. You have time to learn. You have time to experiment. Don't rush into anything risky. And do your due diligence. Check out what it is you're going to do. Don't just go for it because somebody says it's a good idea. Matter of fact, I believe I have an old saying. Do you know what that happens to be? Don't believe anything you hear, read, or see. Do your own research. So start small, obviously. Since you have nothing, that's not very big to start with. So start small, launch a small project, try to earn some money, then reinvest your profits. Aim for steady growth rather than immediate huge success. And I guess the last one is be persistent. You know, it's important to stay committed, even when things get tough. Financial success is a long-term game. So let's start. Let's make it happen. Well, I think it was a pretty good weekend. What do you think?
I think it was great.
Grandma wasn't real happy. We had her garage full. This was full.
Oh, yeah, it was fun.
We used Facebook Marketplace. It was amazing. This was like, hopefully the neighbors don't think we were doing drugs because we had so many people coming and going out of the driveway buying stuff. So we've got most of it gone. We didn't sell these face shields. So now here's another opportunity. It's not a problem. We don't have problems. We have opportunities.
Okay.
So we've got, during the flu and cold season back in the day, people thought they needed to wear masks and face shields. Mm-hmm. And by the way, I found a pallet of masks we might be able to do something with next week.
Yeah.
So there's 200 face shields and we've got 3 boxes. Is there 3 boxes there or 200 face shields?
3 boxes, 200 in each box.
Okay. And I put them on Marketplace for $25. You couldn't sell them. Got them down to 20. Couldn't sell them. I put them down to 15. Couldn't sell them. I said, I'm not selling them for less. I took them off. So we did some research. You did some research. How much do they sell for on eBay?
Like $100 a box.
$100 a box. So we have an eBay account. It's called Pennies on the Dollar. We used it years ago. We're gonna let you use that as part of your thing. So maybe next week we put some stuff on eBay. So it's a good week. Let's go see how we did. So you're on your journey, your first weekend. We scrounged around, we went to the barn, we cleaned up for somebody, we got somebody's stuff gone that they needed. Grandma suggested that you get an envelope. I thought maybe a money bag would be better. But actually, I remembered years ago, I got an attaché case just for this occasion. I just didn't know we were gonna have this occasion though. What's in there?
Nothing.
Nothing. Okay, so we did have the envelope.
Yep.
Have you counted your money yet?
I actually have no clue how much is in here.
You don't know how much is in there?
No.
Why don't you count your money? This is what we made this weekend. Now, you did have a contractor, right?
Yes.
Your little brother.
Yes.
How'd you treat him?
Like my little brother.
You did. We had a conference about it, and you increased his pay. Good employees are important. So you gave him some money for helping clean the barn.
Yeah.
So you got a good pile of money. You don't need to count it all, but it's a pretty good lick there, right?
Yeah.
So you started with how much?
Nothing.
Nothing. And how much you got there? 600 or so?
Yeah.
I won't discourage you by saying how much $1 million is, but that's a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot more than that.
Right. So you know what this is? What is that?
It's an envelope full of cash.
It's basically how we can fill that up, but this isn't even money. This is a note. This is a promise that there's somebody gonna make it good for something.
Yeah. It's only good because we say it is.
So you've had this sitting around in this envelope for a couple days now?
One day.
One day. You know what's happened while it's sitting in that envelope?
It's losing value.
It's losing, exactly. It's losing value. Inflation is actually eating that up. You want to be a millionaire by the time you're 16? I'm like 5 times your age and a little bit more than that then.
A little bit.
Ha. $1 million when I was your age was like a major deal. If you lived in a $100,000 house when I was your age, that was like, oh my gosh. Now, not so much.
No.
So they're printing these like it ain't nothing, right?
Yeah.
So you think we better hang on to these, or what are we gonna do next? How are we gonna make more than that next week?
Well, I think there's a few pieces of equipment we might be able to sell.
So you have a plan, we got a plan.
And a couple masks.
But before we do that, let me just add a couple things to your little pile here. What is that? What is that?
Poor guys that got all ate up by inflation.
Exactly.
It looks so sad.
So sad. 10,000 bolivars. 20,000s. Yeah, Venezuela is not a good place to be.
No.
You know where's better than that?
Cuba.
Oh, no. Go to Zimbabwe. You know what happened in Zimbabwe?
Something.
You ever seen a $10 trillion before?
No.
Those are $10 trillion notes right there. Legitimate, for real. There's a bunch of them.
That's a real.
That's a real currency.
Wow.
This is real money. So the goal is to have bans on $100 bills in here, right? Don't we want to fill this with $100 bills?
Yeah.
I mean, that's the goal.
We want to make it heavy.
Make it heavy. But why? It loses money every day that you have it. So you can invest it, right?
Yeah.
Where are you going to invest it?
Crypto.
Crypto? That's silly. Or is it? How about bonds? You ever heard of a bearer bond?
No.
You know what a bearer bond is?
No.
Whoever bears the bond. gets the money. So if you steal a bearer bond, you're the bearer. Possession is 9 cents of the law. You know what this is?
I'm assuming a bearer bond. since
It's a
that's what
bearer
you just
bond,
said.
yes. It helped build the Chinese railroads back before the communists took over China.
Okay.
And you know what? It was never redeemed. But it was payable back in silver, sterling. It's a lot of money.
Yeah.
And what you would do, you would take your coupons.
Uh-huh.
And this was back from the 1946, 1943, 1949. So every month that it would come in, you would take the coupon, turn it in, and you would get paid. You know what? This never stopped accruing interest. No, seriously, it's still.
Uh-huh. It's not worth anything now, though.
You know, there's an old saying. You know what it is? It has to do with a good name.
I believe it's a good name is worth more than, I think silver and gold is what
A
it's.
good name is worth more than silver and gold. So this was a promise to pay back, right?
Yeah.
This is a promise to pay back, right?
Yeah. See how long that promise lasts.
Have you ever seen one of these?
No.
No? What's different about it?
Oh, it says silver certificate. I assume that means it was worth something in silver.
See, what's the date on that? Can you tell? And it's bigger too. Did you
Yeah,
notice?
it is bigger.
It's a bigger dollar. Probably 1930s, maybe.
I don't see. I do not see a date on it. I don't know where the date is typically.
So it's 1920. What does that say?
Oh yeah, 1923.
1923.
And it also says this certificate that there has been deposited in the Treasury of the United States of America.
What's been deposited in the Treasury of the United States of America?
Silver.
Silver. So instead of hauling around silver, the government had either gold or silver, and I could go to the bank and say, I don't want my paper no more, give me some real silver. So I believe I'm going to put that in here just to remind you. This had no value anymore, $1 or maybe more for numismatic value, but it's not backed by anything. They confiscated the silver certificates. For a while there, it was illegal to have them. They wanted them all back. So we obviously kept some. What do we got here?
Another silver dollar?
It's a silver dollar. 90% silver. Yep.
90% silver, and the other 10% I think seems to be dirt.
So that's like, is that real money?
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is real money. You can only get so much. You can't just make these from paper.
No.
You can, we don't have paper that represents that anymore. We have this, which could be this,
Yeah.
which could be this, which could
Eventually
be
it could be.
$10 trillion. Yeah, look at that, people. Look at that. You want something free? It's called the inflation tax. Now, you said something else. What'd you say where else we could put our money?
You put it in heaven?
Well, our treasure's in heaven. Okay, so that's what this is all about. This isn't about making money, but we're going to make money because it's just the game we're playing. But it's not what makes us happy.
No.
No.
It will not
No.
give you happiness ever.
No, and it will come with its own problems. You know what this is?
A lot of money.
How do you know?
Because I've seen it before.
So this is a Ledger Nano. Ledger X, I don't know which one it is.
It's a cold wallet.
It's a cold storage wallet, a Nano X.
It doesn't feel very cold though. It seems kind of room temperature.
So there's a ledger. So it's got crypto on it. And it's off of the web. It's off of the Web3. So You could turn some of this into some of that. You could put a whole lot more on that little thing than you could ever fit in here.
Yeah. I bet this right here is worth more than all of this.
Well, you never know.
Could be one day and
Well,
not
this
the next.
one, I'm not going to let you have in your thing.
Oh man.
So, you're on a journey. First week, this is the first week, you started with 0.
Yeah.
You paid your help. Not well. You paid him. No, you did pay him well. You paid him very well.
He got paid extremely well for working for 30 minutes.
Okay. How much did you make for working for 30 minutes?
I worked for like 45, okay, and I made about 10 times as much as that.
And then some.
And then some, yeah.
Quite a bit more.
Yeah.
Okay. And we've got some things working
Yeah.
that can be more significant.
A lot more significant.
A lot more. So, but you can't stop now. Are you going to commit to this?
Yes.
So, you're homeschooled, right? You're not one of those public school people.
No.
You're 13.
Mm-hmm.
You know what that means?
A lot of things.
In the Hebrew tradition, you're now a young adult. You're not a child anymore. You're not a kid.
Mm-hmm.
And you're homeschooled.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is class. I'm grandpa, actually.
Yeah. Real grandpa here.
And I could be your mentor. I'm committing to be your mentor, but you have to commit to this.
Yeah.
Not focus and dedicate your life to this, but this is something you do. And it's a 3-year class. And by the time you're 16, it's pass fail.
This thing better be full.
Well, no. Why would you want it to be full? Unless you had money on the sidelines for a better deal.
Yeah.
So we'll learn about all that stuff. But in the meantime, what do you do with it? What do you do with your first fruit?
Tithe.
Okay. So are you going to scoop some of that out of there and give it to a cause?
Yeah.
Have you picked one yet?
Yeah.
What?
I don't know if I can say it on camera.
Okay, then we probably both got the same one.
Yeah.
But it has to do with probably trafficking.
Yeah, it does. It has a lot to
Okay,
do
so
with
you're
that.
blessed. And we've got maybe 80,000 young people that have come over the American border that were
Oh,
put...
I think a lot more than that.
Yeah, but they were put into supposed safe places, and we've lost them.
They are missing.
They are missing. So you're blessed.
Extremely.
Extremely. And it's not because you're white privilege.
Oh, yeah.
It's because of your faith in an almighty God. And you got family. I don't care what ethnic you are.
Yeah.
If you got a strong family and a faith in God, you got all you need. And start with the faith in God.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's week 1. I think week 1 was pretty good.
Oh, yeah. It was pretty good.
So hopefully this is a reminder of what
Yeah.
this is. If we got
You'd think we'd learn from history, but it seems to repeat itself.
history repeats itself. Don't you got 100 in here yet? Oh yeah, you've got 100 in here.
Oh, yeah.
So here we could make that look good. Put that under that. Oh man.
Yeah. A little Photoshop and we're good.
All right. We don't want to invest any of this.
Probably not. Hey, maybe one day it'll bounce back.
Well, maybe China will go back. Maybe they'll honor their old debts.
I don't think so.
All right. So we're gonna we can do this. Are you gonna start a YouTube channel if we can? You live in a house where there's no TV. Don't
Yeah, we don't have a TV in our house.
So that's all right. So you'll just have to be. What's your name? Asher.
Yeah.
Asher. All right. So maybe we'll find out what that means. It's got a good meaning in Hebrew, so we'll learn that along the way. So this was a good first week.
Yeah.
I have a feeling we're gonna have a lot better next week.
Yeah.
But I'm sure we're gonna have a lot of failures along the way too.
Yeah, you don't learn without failing.
That's exactly true. You don't learn without failing. So this will be good.